Hi everybody. So, how do you keep your vagina lit? See that bird? People, my car. These animals have no respect. Anywho, how do you keep your vagina lit? Every woman has one, but all vaginas are not the same. Ask any man, he will tell you. All vaginas are not the same. Of course, everyone is not the same. So vaginas are different. But how do you keep yours lit? First of all, you gotta understand science. What you eat comes out and becomes part of every part of your body, including your vagina, including the mucus and the natural mucus production of your vagina, which influences the smell, the taste, and all of that. What you put in your mouth finds its way down into your vagina. Okay? What you put in your mouth makes its way down into your coochie. So if you have a problem with smell, vagina should not have smell. It should have a beautiful, depending on if first thing in the morning, you should have a beautiful, even pleasant smell. Not perfumey, but very natural, slightly musty smell. Not musty in a smelly, like, you know, when the guy hasn't taken a shower. Not that kind of smell, but natural smell. Because you haven't taken a shower, because you slept for 12 hours and you haven't washed your vagina. First thing in the morning, you should have a natural smell to it. But the vagina should not have an obnoxious odor. It should not have a smell that is unpleasant. Just like your mouth should not have an obnoxious smell. If your mouth starts to smell, there's a problem. If you have body odor, your natural scent should not be unpleasant. Your natural body scent should not be obnoxious. It should be natural. It should smell normal. It shouldn't smell bad or odorous. Same thing with your vagina. So whenever you have a case of body odor or bad breath, it's because there's an issue with the mouth. There's a disease in the mouth. There's a dysfunction in the mouth, or a dysfunction in the body producing the bad smell. Does this make sense? So the first thing you need to understand in keeping your vagina lit is what you eat, boo. What you eat. It affects your vagina. If you have a problem with yeast infection, it's because you eat too much brown sugar. Okay? You eat too much sugar. That's why all the bad, there's no bad bacteria per se, but the body keeps every bacteria in balance if your body is healthy. But when you become unhealthy and start consuming a lot of stuff like sugar, you throw your body pH off. You throw the pH of your vaginal canal off, and when you throw that pH off, the body can't do what it's supposed to do because the pH is off. So now the bacteria that were usually there in balance becomes out of balance, and when they become out of balance, that's when you have problems. That's when you have bacterial vaginosis. That's when you have what you call those things, yeast infections. That's when you have all kinds of infections. And your vagina has a mind of its own, boo, in case you don't know that. If you keep sticking weird dicks in your vagina, dicks from people who you have no business in your vagina is going to rebel against your ass. It's going to rebel against you. It's going to tell you, you are messing me up, boo. You're going to have all kinds of issues with your vagina. All kinds of issues because you are not listening. Now, we've talked about the physical part. Okay, eating healthy and doing all of that. Secondly, quit putting stuff inside your vagina. Stuff that do not belong in your vagina. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I have never used a tampon ever. There's a reason why the hole comes out. The things coming out of that hole should be coming out, not stopped up to be absorbed. You know, and your vagina should maintain a healthy environment. And how do you do that? By not introducing things into it that do not belong to it. You know, like the things they call yoni eggs and shit. Why do you got to put yoni eggs in your vagina for? If you are dirty and if you are sticking unpleasant dicks in your vagina, listen, your vagina is going to be dirty. No amount of yoni egg will fix that. I'm just saying. You can love on yourself and love on your vagina without putting stuff in it. Yoni egg is not going to clean bad energy down there, bro. What is going to clean bad energy down there is you loving yourself and stop introducing bad energy into your vagina. That's what's going to clean it. Okay? And then, number 3 thing, I think I've said 2 things. You got to understand about your vagina. Is that your vagina is a portal. Your vagina is a canal through which life comes into the world. How does life come into the world? It's from the spirit, right? It comes from the spirit realm into your vagina. Your vagina is also a canal through which things go out of this world into the spirit. You don't understand that, do you? When a man comes into you and sleeps with you one time and leaves you, there was nothing in your vagina. There was no life in there. It's kind of like drinking Coca-Cola when you need water. He needed water and he drank from you and he drank Coca-Cola. There was nothing there. That's why he didn't come back. You have to cultivate life. You have to have life within you so that when a man sticks his penis into your vagina, he tastes God in there. And he tastes God. And after he tastes God, he cannot, he will keep coming back. And every other woman he goes to has Coca-Cola, he'll be like, nah, this is not it. When a man sticks his penis in the vagina of a woman who has God within her, he's never the same. First of all, he don't know what hit him to begin with. He does not, he be in tears, crying, he will not know what hit him. And then number 2, he will know that there's something about this woman, there's a life in her, there's a life-sustaining energy in her that he has to have. A woman's vagina is a portal for healing. When your man comes into your vagina consistently, man, you will see that man, he will be transformed from the inside out. Because every time he comes into your vagina, you take away some of his negative attributes, some of his negative energy, you give him some of your positive ones, and as you do that consistently, that man begins to transform from the inside out. We don't understand this. So we treat our vagina like a hole for pleasure. You stick plastic dicks that was mass produced in somewhere in China into your vagina. You know how disrespectful to yourself that is? How disrespectful to your queenhood that is? It means you don't even understand your own power. So to keep your vagina lit, you gotta honor that place. You gotta respect your vagina. Give it the honor it deserves. So that when your king comes into it, your vagina knows that this one right here is special. You gotta honor your vagina. You gotta respect your vagina. And since your vagina is part of your body, you gotta honor your body. This body carries life. Your vagina is simply the portal through which the man access that life. If you don't respect your vagina, then no way you're going to respect your body. And if you don't respect your body, then no way you're going to treat yourself with respect. And then no way a man is going to find life in you. Now, you can have all kinds of tricks. You can have all kinds of ways to keep the man interested. But ultimately, if you don't have life within you, that man is going to be unsatisfied in his soul. It's going to be unsatisfied in his soul. So if you want your vagina to be lit, honor it. Honor yourself. Handle your body like that, the body of a priestess, of a goddess. Feed it healthy. Feed it right.